Namaste, Namaskara guys. Welcome to Macro Travelers video. So you would have known me for so many years on social media. Since 2008 I've been a traveler. Things have evolved over the last 13 years as a traveler, as an influencer, blogger and all of that stuff. So in the same way things have evolved in life with technology over the years. Technology has changed our lifestyle, the way we live, eat, speak, communicate and travel and even finance as well, right? From the oldest form of transactions which we know as humans, which even influencers like us have been doing over the years, it's barter. So barter is one of the earliest way of transactions, evolved over time to physical transactions right now. So if you give me money, I give you a product, or if you give me a product, I give you money, and it is based on region. Indians, we use rupees, US dollars, other countries, like I've traveled 30 odd countries, so I have used so many different currencies across the world as well. That is the current situation of transactions or currency, right? But what is the future? Everyone wants to know the future. Digital currency or cryptocurrency. So it has already started. People have heard about it, but I'm sure lots of people really don't know what exactly it is and how it can be useful for people like us and how we can adapt. Like influencers, bloggers, general people didn't know what social media was maybe 15 years back, but people like us started adopting from the day Orkut started, right? So the same way, if you're an early adopter to a new technology or a new way of life for the future, which is going to be the thing of the future, you could also excel. So that is something which I wanted to share my knowledge. So I'm sure many of you have heard about bitcoins, cryptocurrency, digital currency and all, but it sounds really complicated and technical, isn't it? Once you say the name, I'm like, oh, what's that? This is something which is not going to be easy. Do I need to take a course or should I become an MBA? Nah, nothing at all. You can learn it just like this. So let me explain it to you from basic, the easiest way of terms that you and I can adapt to the new ways of currency. So let me start from basics, like how a first standard kid would understand what is 1 plus 1, 2, right? So let's talk as easy as that. So what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is formed by two words. So crypto means data encryption. Okay, we know what is data, information, but what is encryption? Encryption is basically like a security or safety. Just to give you an example, mobile phone, I have a password. I'm sure everyone does have a password lock on your phone so that people don't access it. It's exactly that. The password or the pattern that you have is what encryption means. The data is encrypted so the people can't use it unless they have an access or a password. It is basically safety or security. Like your phone needs safety and security so that others don't access. It's the same way. This crypto means the data is secured with safety, and currency is a medium of exchange, which I already said. Earlier it was barter, now you have a currency, you have a way. It's a medium of exchange, means when you have regular money like rupees, yen, dollars and all of that, that is in the digital form. So I can't give you a note, I can't give you a paper, I can't feel it physically, but it is digital, as in like a social media or online. So that is what digital means, just for you to understand. And it uses encryption to ensure the safety and security of the transaction. Alternative for cash and cards. Future, everyone is going to use Bitcoin, or people are going to use cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency are accepted as a means of payment and can be used to purchase goods or services. So like I said, I can use this as a transaction and also buy services or goods and all of that. It can also be transferred between accounts. Me and my wife, she wants to buy something, I can transfer my money to my wife and she can use it. It can be also exchanged for cash. Let's go deeper into it to understand how it happens, what is it exactly, what is cryptocurrency still. Now that I know it basics, but how do I actually use it? Cryptocurrency works as a process of decentralization, where the transactions made by cryptocurrency owners are not regulated or controlled by any government or financial authorities. Basically, finance, everything is centralized, right? So you have a government body, you have a bank, you have an RBI. Right now, you don't have cryptocurrency coming under any of this body across the globe. So they don't have a government body to regulate, take care of it, or say define rules, regulations for this. Cryptography is the security or safety measure where you can actually safeguard it so that no one can decode it. So I'm sure you understood the basic concepts of cryptocurrency. I made it so easy to understand so that you don't actually need any technical knowledge to know about it. So let's get into what Bitcoin is. I'm sure everyone would have heard of Bitcoin. Everyone has been talking about it lately. What exactly it is? So Bitcoin is a part of cryptocurrency, and it is the first cryptocurrency in 2009 and the most popular one. So if I say most popular one, I'll refer it to US dollars. So US dollars is the most popular currency across the world, right? Even if I travel to few countries like Mauritius, Maldives, everywhere they use USD, they don't use their local currencies as well because it is the most popular. So similar way, Bitcoin is the most popular in cryptocurrency and the oldest one. And there are many more others, like how you have rupees, yen, then dirhams, other kind of cryptocurrencies that exist, or Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin and Stellar, etc. There are much more, in fact 100 plus cryptocurrency options that is available. So you can use it to buy products or services. But currently you don't have so many places, shops or online services where I can use this or where they accept it. Just to give you an example, I need to buy a new phone. So I go to Reliance Digital. I buy a phone, maybe an iPhone. I want to pay via Bitcoin. They don't accept Bitcoins because they don't have an option. They might accept cash, card, or bank transfer, or Google Pay, or any digital wallets, but Bitcoin they don't accept. Most of the stores or shops, they don't accept Bitcoins as such currently because it's just growing. It is the future. PayPal also has announced that it will be allowing to buy and sell Bitcoins. So each Bitcoin is like a computer file. So it's like a software, if I say so, which is stored in a digital wallet. It can be stored on a phone or on a computer. You can send Bitcoins to other digital wallets or vice versa. So each transaction is recorded on a public list, okay? Because when you send and receive, you need to have a understanding where it is going, who is sending you, all the details. So that is known as blockchain. I'm sure you would have heard of this word as well, blockchain. Blockchain, if I say so in a very simple term, it is a digital records of transaction. So all the transaction, A is giving money to B or B is giving money to C. It is used for recording transaction made with cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin or the others which I mentioned earlier. So this means it is possible to track the history of Bitcoins so that you can stop people from misusing it, spending money which is not theirs, or even undoing transactions. So that's why blockchain is important. Now you have understood blockchain as well. We know what is Bitcoins, we know blockchain, we know cryptocurrency. But how do I get Bitcoins? That's a question that is running in your mind, I'm sure. So there are three ways of getting Bitcoins. So first, you can buy Bitcoins using regular money. Just use your rupees, dollars, all of that. And you can create it using your computer. So I will also tell you how it can be done. And third, you can sell things and let people pay you with Bitcoins. So again, you can sell, buy Bitcoins, all of that stuff. So this is the three main ways of getting Bitcoin. So when people set up supercomputers to buy and get Bitcoins, this process is known as mining. So you would have again heard of mine, like how you say gold mine, silver mine and all of that, or copper mine. So mine is what? Mine is basically where you have like a place and you dig to find that particular precious metal or precious thing, right? Be it even diamond. So that is how Bitcoins are. Bitcoins in fact are much more expensive than diamonds now. It is difficult. It's not easy to mine, but it also takes a long time. So this is one way of getting your Bitcoin. And also the reason why it is so much talked about and valued is because many people are willing to use them, exchange them for real products and services and even cash. You have one Bitcoin, people will give you millions and millions of rupees. That is what it is value right now, right? So now let me tell you the advantages and disadvantages of Bitcoin. First, it's not controlled by any financial bank or government. Second, it is anonymous and private. Transactions can be done to anyone and you won't be able to track from which account number it's gone, even though all the transactions are recorded. Third, the freedom of payments, because you can transfer it to anywhere across the world. So like traveler, I can travel anywhere across the world, but I need visa to do that. Here you don't need any kind of issues. You can do it without any limits. No bank holidays, no strikes, no middlemen, nothing. So that's the best part of transactions using Bitcoins. Next is very low transaction or literally nil fees you compared to maybe bank or wallets, because generally you need to pay a transaction fees to the middlemen like banks and all of that. Here you don't have to pay anything, or it's very negligible, literally negligible. Bitcoin transactions are, like I said earlier, very secure because it's encrypted totally and it is irreversible. That is because once you do a transaction, you can't claim it back. For example, in card, if I do, I can do undo, or I can tell my customer care to go block it. It's very fast Bitcoin transactions. It can happen in a few seconds, like 1, 2, 3, 4 and done, voila. Or sometimes it can take 10 minutes, but it's still much better than maybe imagine if you have a digital wallet or card, network issues, you know how it's you're used everywhere, right? And you can create your own money. Imagine I can print my own money digitally. If I can do, it's called Bitcoin mining. Physically I do, I'll go to jail, right? So I can't really print my cash physically. Disadvantages of using Bitcoin. First, not being universally accepted. This is what I gave you an example earlier. If I go to a particular shop, it may not be accepted everywhere, right? So that is the biggest drawback right now. And second, the prices are so volatile, as in so rapidly it will jump high, go down. So it is quite risky and it changes very quickly. So just to give an example about Bitcoin itself, 2017, the Bitcoin was $19,000 per Bitcoin. Just one coin was costing you $19,000. Wow. But last year, pandemic, it from 19,000, boost, it came down to $4,000. Imagine the value from 19,000 to 4,000. You'll be thinking, oh my God, it's sunk down. But now it's gone like rocket. It just went like super duper fast. And at the current time, April 2021, it has gone to an all-time high of $63,000. Imagine from 19,000 to 4,000 and then $63,000. So volatile. In 3 years, people have become billionaires, multi-billionaires using Bitcoins. Imagine if you had one coin, just one coin, maybe 10 years back, bought it at 100 rupees, 200 rupees. Some people got it at $1, $2, $5. Number 3 is government and financial issues. So like I said, it is still not being regularized, or it's not being centralized. Everything is decentralized. So governments have gone ahead and banned. Some countries have banned the usage of Bitcoins. India right now has not banned the usage of Bitcoins as such, but there are going to be rules which will be coming. So let's wait and watch. Let's see how it goes, because that is the future of money. If you lose your Bitcoin wallet, you can't recover it. Unlike your credit cards, where if it gets stolen, I can call customer care, block it, apply for a new card. Here, if you lose your Bitcoin wallet, kaboom. How can you buy it? Cost, it is right now at $63,000, which is almost 50 plus lakhs for one coin. Oh my God, people are like, oh, that's a solution for everyone. So you really don't need to buy one full Bitcoin. You can buy a part of it, just one person, like a Kit Kat, you can break, eat one part of it. So that's how it is. Fractions of the coin can be bought. You can buy 0.000001. Even if you have $100, you can buy 1 point of Bitcoin. Imagine if the value of this from 50 lakhs go to 5 crores, which is 100 times. 100 rupees would also become 100 times. You might be super duper excited like me to know about cryptocurrency, what is blockchain, what is Bitcoin mining, all of it. And also what are the advantages, disadvantages. But you might be wondering, how do I go about doing it? Where do I start? Now I know all information. So I'm eager to go and start, invest buy, trade, sell, do whatever it is. It's easy. Let me tell you how you can do it. So let's cut the chase. I'll make it easy for you. Like you have been following me and all the steps that I said, listen to this carefully. This is very important, very sensitive, very encrypted content. No, sorry, I was just kidding with you. So all you need to do is pick up your phone just like I did, okay, and go to your Play Store just like I do, and then you need to search for CoinDCX Go app. Download this and set it up. The link is also in the description below, so you can just go download there and voila. So this is the way you can go about your bitcoins. How do you buy, say, trade, all of that right now through this app CoinDCX Go. So let me tell you more about this so that you get better information. The app also is available both Android and iOS. You never know, if you have an Android using bitcoins, once you start trading, make so much money that you can buy lots of iPhones, and next time you can download the app on iPhone too. So India's largest and simplest cryptocurrency trading platform, CoinDCX, has launched CoinDCX Go, the app which I just mentioned. So go download it. Don't forget to do that, because that is your gateway to get successful using bitcoins or cryptocurrency. CoinDCX Go is for beginners or newbies like us and everyone else, because I'm sure 95% of the population don't even know what is Bitcoin. They think it's so tough to understand, so tough to trade, it's so complicated, so they don't even want to go. So CoinDCX, the company, parent company, came up with an idea for people, beginners, newbies like us, who want to just keep the baby steps into the cryptocurrency industry as investors or traders. So to make life easy, simpler for them, the focus for them is to provide an easy, secure, transparent and a scalable product to directly purchase bitcoins. Just very easy, like how you order food on Swiggy, Zomato, you can order bitcoin. But for professionals or pros who are experienced into this land of cryptocurrency, you should go check out CoinDCX. Again, do the same process, take your phone and search for CoinDCX, download the app, be it on Android and iOS. Use it because it is India's largest and safest cryptocurrency trading platform. Let me tell you why you should use CoinDCX Go app, especially as a newbie or a fresher. Because people will be thinking, oh, why only this particular brand? Because I have done quite a lot of research before even getting into the waters out here and to figure out which works, which doesn't work. And here are my personal experience which I am putting it across to you. First, it has very simple user face which you can see. It's perfect for a beginner. Let me just show it to you. Once you install the app, it just opens, say hello to crypto. It's so easy. Everything is there. So once you open, it shows what are the prices right there. 14, 15 different kind of cryptocurrencies they have. So you can see real time what it goes. If you're happy with anything, just open. Then you see buy, sell. Voila. It's so simple as that. It's really easy for a beginner. You really don't need to understand any jargons. Even the ones I explained to you, you don't need to know much. Just know the basics. What is Bitcoin? What is cryptocurrency? What is blockchain? And then you will be able to literally like play with this. Second is quick check-in and check out crypto invest experience. So it's really easy to just check in, check out, enable users to operate on the cryptocurrency market with so ease and convenience. So the app is also backed by an artificial intelligence based anti-money laundering algorithm. So this is very important, safety, because it has to be really safe when you use so much of money, so much of technology, all of that, right? While users' funds are secured and insured by this global custodian BitGo. CoinDCX Go also allows their users to trade small denominations, as small as possible, even as less as a cup of tea or coffee or maybe a pizza, right? So you can you have almost industry leading 14 top assets or cryptocurrencies right now, and as low as 10 rupees you can start with, which I meant you can buy tea with it, and start depositing as low as 100 rupees. Safe and fast KYC. So you also have to do the process of KYC, but it's very easy. I just did it in 3 minutes. CoinDCX Go app does not currently charge any fees, no transaction fees for deposit or withdrawal. I gave you all the information about the CoinDCX Go app. Now the future of Bitcoin. So with this increasing popularity, Bitcoin users have been predicting that by 2024, almost 94% of different types of Bitcoins will be released. And then the popularity of this form of currency is expected to go exponentially. As you saw, it is decentralized, safe and anonymous, and use section of tech savvy individuals and companies are favoring the decision of using a different form of cryptocurrencies. Clearly indicates that the future of Bitcoins or cryptocurrencies as a whole is going to be very, very bright. So this is where it's going to go next level. You might be thinking, as a finance guy, though I'm not a finance guy, I've been talking so much of Gyan and all of that. I might become a professor in IIM, you never know. But let me come back to my real profession. I travel for a living. So as macro traveler, traveled across the world, I've used various currencies. Would you want to know what kind of currencies I've used? I've traveled to 30 odd countries. So these are all the coins, notes, all these notes. These are physical currencies. All this goes off. And then the future is Bitcoin. I really can't hold a coin and show you Bitcoin, but that is the future. So I'm really excited to use cryptocurrency as a future way of transactions, because that's very important, especially in travel as well. You need money and you need a way of transactions with people across the world. There has been some kind of development in travel sector. Let me tell you, I've come across few travel companies and agencies that accept Bitcoin even now. So for example, I saw this website called www.cheapair.com. Bitcoin cost, which is 45 to 50 lakhs per one coin. Imagine you can travel first class across the world. Wow. Imagine if I had 10 coins. I think I would be staying in the best of hotels for the rest of my life. And for stay, I also came across this website called BTC Trip, which is another online travel agency which has tied up also with hotels.com, very famous website for hotel bookings and all of that, right? So you can use for stays using Bitcoins. And then this is really exciting. Virgin Galactic also accepting Bitcoin. So you can travel to space. Imagine if I had 100 Bitcoins. I think I should be traveling with Richard Branson. Both of us traveling like this. Yo, yo, yo. That would be super cool. So all this goes aside. And I just use few coins of Bitcoins and I fly to space. So this is the future of all the travel companies that I'm looking at. I'm sure much more my favorite ones also would join companies of using Bitcoins in the future. Let me know in the comments below if this video is useful and if you have downloaded the app and how is your trading going. In case you need any help to buy and sell or any insider tips, I shall help you. So stay tuned. Bye.